Hello friends, let me continue our discussions on rational numbers. Last time we have already discussed addition of fractions. So to continue, we are now going to tackle subtraction of fractions. So just like in addition, things which we have taken in the operation of integers will still be implemented on the operations of rational numbers. So let us recall then that in addition of integers, which we are going to make use just the same on the addition and subtraction of fractions, we did say that in subtraction we have to add the opposite of the subtrahend. So let's take number 1, just like in number 1, 5 all over 7 minus 2 over 7. Remember that in addition we have what we call similar fractions, and because we are telling that you are going to add the opposite of the subtrahend, so we need still to consider similar fractions. Our example number 1 then is an example of a similar fractions. Thus, if we are going to subtract this, we need to add the opposite of the subtrahend. The subtrahend is 2 over 7. It's positive. So we have to take its opposite. It's negative. Then we have to add. We have taken that in addition of similar fraction, and therefore if it is similar, we take the denominator the same as the denominator of our final answer. And 5 plus negative 2, remember also that if you are going to add non-similar signed numbers, we have to subtract the smaller number from the larger number regardless of their signs. So 5 and 2, 5 minus 2 is equal to 3, and the sign of the number considered larger is positive. Therefore, our answer is positive 3 all over 7. While in our next example, 5 all over 8 minus 3/4, we have now the denominators as 8 and 4 no longer similar. So we need to get the least common denominator. However, to find the least common denominator, there are things we need to consider, like for example here, 8 and 4. 8 is a number divisible by the other denominator. So, if it is divisible by the other denominator, we are going to consider it as our least common denominator. Then, we divide. 8 divided by 8 is 1 times 5 is equal to 5. Minus 8 divided by 4 is 2 times 3 is equal to 6. Then, we add the opposite of the subtrahend. The subtrahend is positive, it becomes negative. We add. Therefore, 5 plus negative 6, if we disregard the signs of the numbers, we have now 6 minus 5 is equal to 1. And of course, the sign of the number considered larger is negative, so it's negative. Then, we take now the denominator. Thus, the final answer is negative 1 all over 8. Next example, 7 over 9 minus 2 all over 5. Take note that 9 is a number not divisible by 5. They do not have also a common factor. So, if they are relatively prime, to get the least common denominator, you have to multiply the numbers. So, 9 times 5 is equal to 45. 45 divided by 9 is 5 times 7 is equal to 35 minus 45 divided by 5 is 9 times 2 is equal to 18. Thus, we apply again. We add the opposite of the subtrahend. The subtrahend is positive, so it will become negative. Then we have to add 35 plus negative 18. So, 15 minus 8 is equal to 3. And 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. Tama ba yan? Is it correct? Of course, you should know that it is not correct. 15 minus 8 is equal to 7. What is happening? 7. Then 2 minus 1 is equal to 1. We have 17. What must be the sign of 17? Because the number we subtracted is 35 and 18. 35 is considered bigger, of course, than negative 18. So, our result is 17 all over 45. 17 all over 45. While on the last example, we have now 8 over 15 minus 5 all over 12. 15 and 12 do they have a common factor? Yes, they have a common factor, but let us take the other process we've been using to find the LCD. To get the multiples of 15, we have 15, 30, 45, 60, 75, and so on. While for 12, you have 12, 24, 36, 48, 60, 72. If we are now to investigate, they have now their lowest common multiple is 60. Therefore, we are going to take the LCD as equal to 60. 60 divided by 15 is equal to 4 times 8 is 32 minus 60 divided by 12 is equal to 5 times 5 is 25. Again, we have to add the opposite. So since it's positive, it will become negative. Then we add 32 plus 25. The answer then is equal to 12 minus 5 is equal to 7, and 2 or 3 minus 32 plus negative 25. 7 plus 25 is 32. So we have now 7 all over 60. Final answer is 7 all over 60. Oh, wala na rin tayong ink. Okay, so that will be how we are going to subtract our rational numbers or subtract fractions.